Hey guys, what's going on? Figured I'd jump on here and just drop a quick update on Algorand. Before I get into this, I should mention that if you're not subscribed and you want to get updates when I release new videos, I'm going to try and do about 2 or 3 analysis videos every single day. Just click subscribe, click the bell, and then click on all. Okay, to start this off, I'll take a look at the weekly time frame and just kind of give an overview in case you haven't seen my previous Algorand videos. Okay, so as you can see right here, we basically had this huge, massive run up, and then we just progressively been kind of coming down since then. But in the process of coming down, we formed a falling wedge, and this is actually a bullish pattern, believe it or not. Obviously, this brutal downtrend is not bullish, but when you come kind of to the apex of it around here, then they typically, more often than not, break out to the upside. Okay, so this is the lower range, right? So this could be basically, this is just a full retrace, right? We started here, came all the way up, had a massive gain from, what is this, 10 cents all the way up to over $3. And now we're back down around 10 cents, okay? Just a round trip. This is why you got to sell your altcoins, man. Don't hold your altcoins, guys. In the bull market, when everyone's euphoric, when everyone's happy, when everyone's calling for Lambos and whatnot, get out, right? Because otherwise you're going to have to just hold it all the way back down. I know you may think, Algorand or VeChain or Chainlink or whatever is going to change the world, but look what happens every cycle. No matter how strong a coin is fundamentally, it's coming down. Okay, so if the cycle repeats itself with like the 4-year halving cycle, maybe late 2024, 2025. And when the alts are running, take your profits, right? Take your profits. And then if you like a particular project, use those profits, keep it on the sideline and buy back in when it crashes, right? And just amplify your holdings that way. Okay, as you can see right now, so we've done a full retrace. And in the last video, I kind of basically said that we were in the process of breaking out. So what we were breaking was basically this downsloping, this diagonal resistance level, right? Which was, holding us down for, several months, right? So we were breaking out. We did have volume on this breakout, as you can see right here. It was pretty good volume spike. But if you've been watching this channel, you know that I emphasize the fact that when you have a strong level of resistance that breaks out, more often than not, it's going to act as a magnet and the price is going to come down for a retest, okay? So what you can see right now, we broke out and this could potentially be the retest, okay? So on this one, the way I drew the trend line on this one, there's a little bit, it can come down a little bit more to touch the resistance line, which would hopefully now be the support line. If I switch the chart, as you can see right now, if I draw it just a little bit differently, and keep in mind, like no one's drawing the trend line exactly the same. So some traders are drawing it like this and looking at it like this, and in that way we are at the support level, right? So yeah, this could be the retest. Ideally, I don't want to see this level break, but the bad news, if the candle closed right now, so I'll zoom back out to the weekly time frame. Now it's only Wednesday, right? So there's plenty of time for this candle to change its appearance. If, for example, the weekly candle closed like this would be a bearish engulfing candle. It wouldn't be a good sign. Traders that trade on this time frame are going to take note of that, and it might scare them and cause them to sell more, right? But it's only Wednesday. This candle's not closing until Sunday evening, so plenty of time for this to reverse. This candle may end up looking something like this. We don't know, right? It's not in. It's just right now it looks bad. Bitcoin has been showing signs of weakness, but I did a video on Bitcoin yesterday, and I showed that we are at a critical support level. So Bitcoin right now could go in either direction. It could just be, we're at support. Your bias should be that support's likely going to hold, and then we could have more upside, right? Until the support breaks, there's no reason to get overly bearish, right? But I know when it looks like it's just hanging by a thread, you feel like you want to exit the market because it's hard emotionally, right? Okay, so yeah, Algorand, basically we've come all the way back down. We're in the horizontal support box here for the full retrace. We've broken out, but we are essentially just retesting the breakout point, right? So this could potentially end up being a resistance to support flip. Ideally, that's what I want to see. Again, I don't want to see this level break. So I mean, right here, I don't want to see this level break where we have this wick. If this level breaks, I would suspect that we're going to come all the way back down here and test the trend line. So the lower trend line for the larger wedge. See this level here. So this breaks, this is going to be the next target, all the way down at around a little over 8 cents, so 0.0870. That's where I have it drawn right there. So yeah, we want this to hold. Hopefully Bitcoin doesn't crash and just ruin the altcoin market for a while. But yeah, that's the target to the downside if this horizontal level breaks. I drew this horizontal level at basically not far off from where we are at now, 0.1027. So hopefully that holds. We don't, it's possible to wick down, right? But the candle body, I don't want to see the candle body close below this on the weekly time frame. Okay, and to the upside, so let's take a look to the upside. Your first major level of resistance to the upside. If this basically ends up being a resistance to support flip, your first upside target is going to be obviously the upper region of this down-sloping diagonal resistance level, right? So keep in mind, we're forming these patterns within a larger pattern, right? We're still within this falling wedge. A lot of the altcoins have broken out of the falling wedge, and they're basically having major moves to the upside. But yeah, this one's still within it, and yeah, bearish looking candle right now, although it's not closed. Hopefully this flips, and then yeah, the target to the upside is just going to be this downsloping level of resistance, right? So it's going to be just around here. But depending on when the price comes up to it, like wherever this is, just draw it on your chart. And then if this breaks, your first level of resistance is going to be this horizontal line, and I have that drawn at about 13 cents, 0.1371. So as for a potential trade rate here, well, obviously you could it's the support level, right? So you come over here. I mean, yeah, it's if you're wrong quite quick on this, right? So you just take a let's just calculate. So let's say if I bought right here, and I would target the upper portion of this downsloping level of resistance. I would place my stop loss just below this horizontal support level. And this would give me a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 2.31. I would risk 7.12% to potentially get 13.44% to the upside. Now, the reason why I have to risk so much, why it's 7% risk, is because I'm on a weekly time frame. Now, if you wanted to, you could just change the time frame you're on, and you can work in a tighter stop loss. Keep in mind, though, a tighter stop loss is going to increase the chances that you may get wicked out, right? So in this case, if I just place it below here, I would risk, only 3%, 3.27, and then again, that would give me a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 5, much better for a potential 16% gain to the upside, which is quite good, obviously, right? So yeah, since we're sitting on support, the obvious play is along. Let me see if we have any. This is starting to turn down. Let me look at the daily time frame here, and I want to see if we're starting to see any divergences. We are on a stochastic, so we have a low, and now we're creating a lower low. Stochastic is basically a low, and then we haven't yet made a lower low, but this is not confirmed yet. The RSI, there's not a divergence here. We just made a lower low on the RSI. Well, in relation to the price, it matches up. So no divergence there on that time frame, but yeah, pretty obvious trade setup right here. We're at support. The question is, do you want to risk 3 or 7% to get that 60% to the upside, right? Anyway, guys, hopefully that helps. And once again, if you're not subscribed, just click the subscribe button. If you're looking for a really good exchange to trade on, well, the one I use, I think it's pretty good. I put a link to that in the pinned comment and the description. Now, the reason why I like it, primarily, well, they have a really easy-to-use interface, a lot of cool features that make trading easier. So one thing I like is basically when I place my stop loss, it enables me to basically, if I want to move my stop loss along with the price, so say, for example, I enter, the price comes up, and I want to make sure that I'm going to at least exit the trade at a break even, what I do is I just click and drag the stop loss up, right? So if the price comes back, I get stopped out and I don't lose anything on a trade. And it's comforting to know that you're in a trade that you can't lose any money on once you've just adjusted your stop loss by dragging it up, right? The main reason why I like the exchange, though, is because there's no KYC, which means you don't have to submit any personal documentation, right? You don't got to submit your IDs or, passport or whatever it is they request nowadays. So yeah, it's really good. You may need a VPN to use it, but I'll also put a link to a promotion on the VPN in the pinned comment and description as well. So yeah, guys, that's the first video of the day. Hopefully you found it helpful. Take care. Bye.